Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and boy do I have some tabs open today on this video, so let's get it going. Brian Melancholy XRP at Mike Honcho _11. Many of you are going to memorize his name. He sends me so much good information. This, as I recall, this guy is an economist in Russia, and we've covered things about him before, but I'm just going to read you what he says here. Today, Russia's big oil boss, Igor Sechin of Rosneft, has said that it would be possible to accept cryptocurrencies as a mean of payment for oil dispatches. I've told the Telegraph in January, Russia is going to accumulate bitcoins for international trade to avoid U.S. sanctions. This is something this guy has said before, but I figure this is from the Telegraph UK. But it's important enough. If this was true, it may not be true, but if it was true, that could have quite the effect on the markets one way or the other. And then XRP Crypto Wolf. Now this could be really big, folks. U.S. Congressman, now keep in mind, this is just one U.S. Congressman that's asking for clarity here. U.S. Congressman seeks tax clarity and proposed tax breaks for cryptocurrencies, arguing that current IRS codes are unreasonably demanding and a deterrent to the blockchain business. This is why it's good to wait to do crypto taxes, since it could be beneficial. If they give any kind of tax breaks for cryptocurrencies, you just watch what happens in this market then. And then also X Lighting the Way sent this article. I'm not going to go into this. It kind of speaks for itself. When CPAs are asking for clarity, you know adoption is well on its way. It's talking about how California CPAs want crypto accounting standard clarity, anticipating major public corporations using cryptocurrencies in the future. I've talked to my accountant about cryptocurrencies, and a year ago the answer was different than it is now. And I think there's a lot of clarity that needs to happen with accountants. So, but the fact that they're going through this process and they want to know, it just tells you everything you need to know. And I will say that a year or two ago, my accountant told me that I didn't need to be buying Bitcoin or any of these digital assets. That was too scary. You just don't need to be involved in that. Well, accountants don't necessarily know how to make money. They know how to save you money. Okay. Most accountants I know aren't big into taking risks, and crypto is considered to be a big risk. So, Radio G3 NIC sent me this. Isn't Joel Katz, David Schwartz in Berlin too? This is a picture that was posted by Vitze Vin that he and his, I guess, developer friends are in Berlin. And then he said, we just enjoyed, he was Radiogenics asking if they were getting together with Joel Katz. We just enjoyed his company, a drink, dinner, and some great stories. Thanks, Joel Katz. Your friend bought me dinner. I should be thanking you. And then this guy comes in and says, did he tell you guys when we moon? I need it so bad. Then Joel Katz has a picture that he posts of a restaurant or something that says moon as their sign. When moon. So I thought that was funny. Next, this is from Camo Ammo XRP at Rocky Carter Inc. Nice plane, nice cars. He sent me this. I guess he sent me this from. I don't know if he sent me this or something else. And if it's not what he sent me, I apologize. But I saw this from Mr. B XRP. He had done this poll at XRP Mr. Where do you keep the majority of your XRP honestly? And this is a good thing. If most people, 67% are keeping it off the exchanges, that's a good thing. I just wanted to show you that poll. Moving along. This is good too. The crypto utility guy at Utility Guy 7. Buffett's bank insurance scam was rat poison squared. Remember, Warren Buffett said that Bitcoin was rat poison. Well, for those of you that don't know, Warren Buffett has a very he has a very good reason for being so anti-crypto, and that is that he is a majority stakeholder in many of the world's banks, the biggest of which I believe is Wells Fargo. This is a Bloomberg article that I will not go into because it speaks for itself too. They're now settling for $385 million to settle an insurance scam. Okay, of course, as usual on Wall Street, nobody will go to jail, but they will pay a fine. In other words, on the scam, who knows what they made? Maybe they made $1 billion and then they pay a $385 million fine. That's traditionally how it works on Wall Street. But Warren Buffett is calling Bitcoin a scam, while meanwhile at Wells Fargo, which he owns a lot of, is actually having a scam, which people should go to jail for, but they won't probably. Okay, Web Surfer at Web Surfology sent me this. This is interesting. Blockchain technology could have helped avoid the 2007-2008 financial crisis, CFTC chairman claims. This is Christopher Giancarlo. He's the chairman at the CFTC. I just wanted to read this part to you. According to Giancarlo, brokers claimed that Lehman Brothers had $400 billion in credit default swaps protection written against it. As it turns out, this number was actually under $8 billion. Giancarlo stresses that had those credit swaps been recorded transparently on a public ledger blockchain, the complete confusion in the wake of 2007-2008 financial crisis could have been avoided. There you go, folks. Adoption is on the way. Michael at BAL5 Link sent me this. Lawmakers in India have proposed a bill which would see Bitcoin and crypto ownership made completely illegal, with as much as a 10-year-old prison sentence for anyone caught holding it. Okay, I wanted to comment on this. Since I got into this in 2013, I have heard China, India, Russia, and a bunch of other countries. I bet there have been 50 articles written like this at various times. And in my opinion, they've always been written, not necessarily by the company written them, but they've been floated by these governments, probably to intentionally manipulate these markets. Who knows what they're up to? But the one thing I can tell you for sure is that they never follow through with all of these threats. It's just these articles that get thrown out there, market tanks, somebody makes a lot of money, and then eventually Bitcoin goes back up in value and it's all forgotten. And then they'll come out and then they'll say they're going to make it illegal again. I've seen it so many times. And so Barry Silbert here kind of makes the point. The crypto utility guy sent me this tweet from Barry Silbert, the same article about the same thing. And Barry Silbert says, India ain't messing around. This will, of course, have the opposite of the desired effect on Bitcoin awareness and interest in the country. And like I just said, I think that Barry Silbert is right about what he's saying if they did do it, but they're not going to do this. They're just going to float it out there, and nothing will come of this thread about jail terms. This will end like Prohibition did in the United States. They will have a disaster on their hand while they become a third world country if they go through with it, which they won't. Leonidas tweeted this. Vontobel Investment Banking launches XRP certificate, and he links this to an article on his website, XRP Arcade. So let's go look at that. I wanted to show you this because I didn't know what it meant, launches an XRP certificate. So this is what it means. Vontobel launches the first open-end certificate on Ripple in Switzerland and Germany. The newly launched Ripple certificate is an interesting alternative to investing directly in the cryptocurrency and brings some important benefits to investors. With the certificate, investors participate in the performance of XRP without having access to the Ripple network or Ripple wallet. So, in other words, they're not actually buying into XRP here. This is more like one of those index type things. So, but it's still adoption. It's still, the next step will be direct. XRP Dave at the Davey92 sent me this. I can't remember, but I think we covered this exchange closing its doors yesterday, but there were some specifics in this that I wanted to show you. Major European Bitcoin exchange closes its doors. This is Coin Room, but look at this. Money.pl received an email from one of its readers who stated The Coin Room, which is registered in 2016, ceased operations overnight and disappeared with customers' money in April. Some users say they had up to 60,000 zloty. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a currency. Around $15,790 in their accounts. Before ceasing its operations, CoinRoom reportedly sent emails to its customers containing information about contract terminations. And then CoinRoom customers had only 1 day to withdraw their money. The bottom line is this place closed their doors, and if you had money on those exchanges or digital assets, gone. So, Ledger Nano S, folks, description of every video I do. Next from C3 Nick, David Schwartz at the World Developer Congress on Friday at 3:15 p.m. CET. Blockchain beyond the hype. A respected voice in the crypto community, Ripple's David Schwartz, aka Joel Katz, is an original architect of the XRP network and invented one. This is the main stage, and they act like this is going to be streamed live. He says it'll probably be streamed live. We'll see. Look around, and that'll be popped up somewhere on Twitter where that stream is. Alex Cobb may stream it. The Crypto Utility Guy 7 sent me this, which kind of speaks for itself. A Facebook executive has told a German magazine that the firm's planned stablecoin will be tied to a basket of fiat currencies. So we talked about this yesterday, and they were talking maybe it would be tied to the dollar. To me, this makes more sense to tie it to a basket of fiat currencies if you're going to do that. That makes more sense. And finally, I wanted to show you this. Billionaire lifestyle. Mindset is everything. Change your mindset and change your life. I learned this a long time ago, folks. Your attitude is everything. If you begin your morning with a negative attitude, negative things just tend to be drawn to you. If you approach life with a can-do attitude and a positive and a good attitude about your day and towards others, and you don't approach your day in terms of trying to break down others and to be ugly to others, it will change everything in the way that things happen for you. That is 1,000% true, folks. So listen to those words and listen to them well. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that your mindset is everything. Change your mindset and change your life. And I'll find you a quote that I know about that too. I know a lot of good quotes about that. Thank you for listening.